2008, Calvin Johnson's second NFL season.
The record books will show that the 2008 Detroit Lions are the first team in NFL history to go 0-16.
That was rough. That's why we went to every game. We followed him the whole season. And you almost felt like you needed to be there. We would always show up, and when we can, we would go to the back of the stadium after the game and see him on the bus and things like that.
That's huge. To have my mom and dad there for every game, you know, it's that support system. That's another thing that's a motivating factor, you know. Not all negative things have to be motivating factors. You know, that's one of the great positives that's in my life that keep me going every day.
With the first pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Matthew Stafford, quarterback, Georgia.
It was music to Calvin Johnson's ears. He finally had the quarterback he needed, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford runs, fake, looks deep, throws out there, got a man. It's Calvin. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
We make each other way better. He makes me better, I make him better. He makes our team better. He changes a lot of things for us.
In 2010, Johnson was selected to his first Pro Bowl. The following season, 2011, he scored 16 touchdowns and led the league in receiving yards. He also led Detroit to its first playoff appearance in more than a decade.
He's unbelievable, especially, you know, with that size. I mean, he can run. So I have a lot of respect for him. He's #1 in my book.
March 14th, 2012. Johnson signed an 8-year, $132 million contract extension, making him the league's highest-paid receiver. And guess who negotiated the contract?
His mom and his dad. I know they play a big role in his life, especially his mom. She was up negotiating late into the night, along with Bus Cook, his agent.
Calvin, he may read a contract, but I read it in detail. Even though his agent reads it, someone else needs to read it too, from the perspective of protecting your child.
What did that mean to you, that she was doing that for you? Not a lot of mothers are out there reading athletes' contracts.
I know, it's crazy, but, you know, it just makes you work that much harder. You know, it makes you view things from a different perspective. You can't just do everything for yourself and think it's just going to affect you. It's going to affect the whole line of people, including your family, most importantly.
2012, the first season of Johnson's new contract. He sets an NFL record with 8 consecutive games of 100 or more receiving yards.
Pumps, looks, end zone, wants Calvin, got him, touchdown, Detroit Lions!
December 22nd, 2012. Johnson is 181 receiving yards from Jerry Rice's single-season record.
Here goes Calvin Johnson. Megatron past midfield.
You never go into the game like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get 200 this game.
4 yards away is Johnson. Stafford throws. There it is. Megatron into the record books.
After the play, I saw everybody waving me over to the sideline. I was able to go to the sideline, you know, hand the ball off to my dad, took a quick picture, you know, and then he told me to get back in the game.
And so this is Calvin Johnson. And this is Calvin Johnson. No matter the transformation, he will always be the kid from Georgia. His family, his work ethic, it's why this high-flying receiver can remain so grounded.
One of my biggest expectations for myself is to be a great father. You know, I got a little man now. Look forward to every chance I get to spend with him. And going with that, you know, is finishing up my degree in college so I can be a good example, so I can go back and say to him, you know, this is non-negotiable. You got to have that.
I think he's just trying to be himself, who he is, and live his life accordingly in the right way. I think it's great because he's going to leave a legacy behind him. Because if you know what your goals are, then you can do the things you need to do in life and be successful.